All right, this is another. This is what I did. I've made a lot of notes in my. I have a little um, place where I write different things, and this is about God's creatures. God cares for all of His creatures. We have dominion, like it says in Genesis. He refers to worry and how He takes care of the birds of the field, or birds of the air and the grass of the field. And He says that He clothes the lilies of the field, and how much more would He give to you? He also talks about how everything is here today and gone tomorrow. He talks about how His creation was made by very special. Um, he made it in one day, and then Adam named it. But He cares for each one of them. And He loves them, and I believe that all of His creation is in heaven in some form or fashion. Um, he created all of this for our enjoyment, for us to live off of. All the plants that you see before you were made to provide shade. They are made to provide oxygen. They are made to provide medicinal qualities, which we don't understand and have been so detached in the last 100 to 150 years. And that was a scheme of false prophets and other people who came along and hid the truth about plants, but were to use all these different things. Psalm 104 is a great psalm. He makes springs pour water into the ravines. They give water to all the beasts of the field. Birds of the air nest by waters and sing. The earth is satisfied by the fruit of His work, but now look at it. Birds are dying uh, by hitting man-made structures and are being polluted by our chemicals. We have altered what was put in place by God and think we can do better. We have devised schemes. We have we want to know everything about everything, and we create all these science and other ways of interpreting what's going on. Like before you, there's the ocean, and we believe we've altered it so much. There's red tide that breaks out. There's We have manicured every bit of this land instead of allowing it to go natural. There's natural grasses and plants that should be here to help protect the shoreline and everything else, and we've ripped it out. We take away grasses, and these grasses actually in the water help protect that shoreline. And there's several examples of that down here where people have taken the grass away, and all the shoreline has now disappeared, and now there's big rocks instead of where the shoreline used to be. So there's countless examples all around us. We think that we know better and we want it our way. We do not allow nature to run its course. We have taken things out of other countries and put them here. I highly advise not to get exotics, but the stuff that's already here is here to stay. There's things like, was it coral berry? No, China berry, and then there's coral ardesia, and there is Chinese privet. There's also Chinese tallow, hydrilla, water lettuce. All of these are not supposed to be here, but we brought them for ornamental reasons or for other water treatment or who knows what, and now they're out of control. The And the pigs, if you go to Fort Braden trails down in the water valleys, you'll see large areas where pigs have rutted the crud out of the ground. Um, so, yeah. And this is a very debatable topic whether we're even supposed to be eating pig at all. There is a thing of unclean and clean animals, and it's an ongoing topic that everyone seems to want to be in on. But take it to God. Look at how we mess up our lives and everything around us. We need a Heavenly Father to guide us and love us and to show us His way. and his way is best. He makes grass grow for cattle and plants for men to cultivate, foraging food from the earth. Um, when that gladdens the heart of men, oil to make his face shine, and bread that sustains his heart. Lions roar for their prey and seek their food from God. God provides everything for what he creates. It's when we get greedy and selfish that there is not enough for all. Um, the, um, the planet, or not the planet, U.S. creates a lot of what the world eats. Um, and we, the U.S. people, are trashing more. We want huge portions of food, even though that we throw away more than half of it. We want all of our food, and we just destroy anything that doesn't taste right, look right, smell right, and we just trash it. I mean, and in our opinion, it has to be a certain way or be a certain thing. So we need to live differently. We need to reuse these products, and there's got to be a better way to use this food and take it to the homeless and figure out ways around the laws that say that you have to just trash the food instead of reusing it. But these all look these all look to you to give them their food at the proper time. God made us in his image. He wants us to rely on him and to love him and have a relationship. He gladly gives himself to those who seek him. He is the only way to heaven and expects us to follow his rules and ways. He wants the best for us and knows each of us uniquely. He has a special place prepared for us, but the way is very narrow and is hard. We have to deny this world and the different things of the world and things that other people say. These rules are not meant to hurt us, but to keep us from hurting others and ourselves. Imagine if sins went to heaven. Would you want to go there? Would you want an amazing place to be tarnished by gossiping or lying or slandering, by competing and distrust and all the things that we've created here? I don't think I would. Well, I know I wouldn't want to have that in heaven. But God has created everything before us. We want things our way. A lot of people have come up with, oh, well, these things are diseased and carry all these nasty things. And it's like, then how have we gotten along with these critters for thousands and thousands and thousands of years? And just now we're claiming that they're so disastrous and whatever. In the Bible, in several places, he uses beasts for judgment and for his wrath. He sends beasts to take out people, and if you're not doing the right thing, he uses them against you. And it clearly says that in different places. Of old, it says plagues, pestilence, sword, and famine are the four different ways he's used many, many, many times. You can look it up, and that's what he's using in the Revelation. He's going to use war. He's going to use the locust plagues. He's going to use famine. We're going to have major drought. We're not going to be able to live. Our water will be so polluted that we're not going to be able to use it. We need to recycle. We need to reuse things. Turn off your lights. You don't need all your lights on in the house if you're in one room, and you don't need those lights on. Use less water. I actually have a bucket in my tub, so every time I take a shower, in order for it to get hot, I put the bucket under, collect all the water, and I reuse that water for the toilet or for my water treatment thing that I have on the counter. You can also use it to water the flowers. But we have grass is not supposed to be here. while certain kinds of grass, like the centipede and St. Augustine and stuff that we've made in order to fill in here, that is not supposed to be here. But anyway, thank you for joining me. But this was my talk on animals. Until next time.